And hello, Alex.
Hello, Stas. Sorry, your Nikki Pichenyushki is very nice.
Thank
What
you.
does that mean?
Cookies.
It's cookies, yeah. But in
Oh,
mm,
It's like the second name. Cookies man. I don't know.
yeah.
oh, like homemade cookies or something like that, yeah? Mom's
Ooh.
cookies. So how do you pronounce it?
Печенюшкин. Could you repeat, please? It's most funny than something Russian word is foreign people trying to pronounce. So
Okay,
please,
I'll
could you?
try. Печенюшкин.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What?
Печенюшкин.
it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, quite well. Not so funny. You
Oh,
you
all right.
disappoint me.
Yeah, okay. Um, that's funny. Yeah. Um, okay, we have another student. Hello, Alexander.
Hello,
Hi,
hello, Alexander. Right.
hi, how are you?
Hi. I'm fine. Great. I just came from my job.
Oh, you just came back from work.
Yeah, from work. Yes.
Lovely. And is this your first lesson you're
Yes.
joining?
Yes. It's my first lessons, and I'm afraid that my level of knowledge, language, it's not enough.
That's fine. We all have to start some time.
Mhm.
That's no problem. So how did you find out about these lessons?
I learn I'm learning English in Lingvaleo about year I have learning, and I just get 2 free lessons, and I try and I decide to try it.
Oh, very good. Okay. I think most of the students that join lately, have received a message or some email from Lingualeo informing you of our lessons. Okay, that's good. So tell us something about yourself. What do you do? I think you are. Where are you from again? I don't know if you said it or not. Where are you from?
Are you asking me?
Yes, yes.
I'm from Moscow and from Russia, and I'm programmer,
Mhm.
and I'm 27 years old. Um, I have been learning English about 2 years by myself, but my speaking skills it's not very good, I'm afraid.
That's
And
fine, no problem.
that's why I'll try to increase my level by speaking.
Very good. I'm glad you joined. Excuse me. So, what hobbies do you have? What do you do in your free time?
Actually, I don't have much free time, and but for example, in this last weekend, we have many days free. About 10, we have weekend 10 days, and me and my friends, we went to the um, other region of Russia. It's near the Ural mountains. It's about 2,000 kilometers.
Okay.
And we skiing. I don't know on snowboard. It's skiing.
Yeah, snowboarding is on the board.
Snowboarding,
Skiing
and
is when you have two, one on each leg.
snowboarding, right?
Snowboarding, yeah.
I snowboard that.
Yeah, that's fine. I like to snowboard.
I like to snowboard, and this year it was my second time when I snowboarding. Uh, So also I play guitar, and but not again I'm not so good in it. So what's about and also I'm as a programmer I time to time I try to develop some games. It's not my job.
What kind of games? On
It's
smartphones?
indie games. It's yes, smartphone. It's indie games, games which was developed by one or two people. It's
I see.
not a big game. It's small games for PC and for smartphone Android.
Nice, very good. Well, Alexander, you're not the only Alexander here that can play a guitar, because we have another Alexander who plays a guitar as well. Yeah, so thank you very much, Alexander. Very nice to meet you.
Me too.
I'm glad you joined. So you haven't met any of the other students. I want to welcome you and introduce you to our students. So we have Maria. Welcome, Maria. She thinks I'm wearing a gown or a bathrobe. Actually, sorry, Elias thinks I'm wearing a gown. For your information, look, it's a jumper. You see?
Yeah.
I know. You know, once you work from home, it's very. There are positives and negatives. One positive is that I'm very comfortable, but I still like to look kind of professional. I wouldn't wear a bathrobe or a gown or maybe curls in my hair, you know, and have my toothbrush. No. Yes, it might look like it, but it's not. So, anyways, and there is Stas as well. So, guys, introduce yourselves. So Alexander can get to know you. So maybe we'll start with Maria. Ladies first.
Alin, I'm very sorry. It's so. It's really nice from me because I mean I'm really sorry that maybe it's not so bad that I'm use this word. I mean bathrobe, but it's really look like. Okay, my name is Maria. I'm from Russia too. I'm living in St. Petersburg. I'm an engineer, and I'm studying English with Lingua Leo, maybe 3, I don't remember, 3 months, and I'm very glad that I can have this chance because it's really useful for me, interesting, and that's all.
Okay, very good, thank you. Okay, Stas.
Oh, my turn, yeah?
Yeah.
I tried to introduce myself, I don't know, 7 times a week or 9 times a week. I feel myself like we are like anonymous alcoholics, I don't know. Hello, my name is Stas, yeah, hello. I'm Lingua Leo addict, yeah, like this thing. So, my name is Stas, I'm 25, I'm from Moscow. I like Lingua Leo a lot as you guys. And I think Alan's lessons is most interesting in life teachers. So that's why I'm here. I'm like Muay Thai, basketball, learning English. I'm working as a line manager in a big company which produce a lot of technologies things. Mobile phones, washing machines, refrigerators, and TV. So that's all.
Okay, lovely. Thank you very much. Thanks for your lovely compliment.
You deserve it.
Oh, thank you so much. I try to be as good as I can, a teacher, and make it as interesting for my students.
Yeah.
Okay, Elias.
Yeah. So my name is Elias, or Ilya in Russian manner. I'm 26 and I'm programmer too, but I don't develop games. I'm an enterprise developer. I like to play guitar, harp, and I was a chess master in the past. So, and I take a part in a PhD program in economics. And I like Lingoleo too. Yeah.
Lovely. So all this time I've been pronouncing your name incorrectly. I've been saying Elias. It should be Elias. Yeah.
Yeah, in English, Elias.
Elias. Okay.
Elias.
All right, no problems. I will correct myself. My apologies.
By the way, I heard many times, not many, but several times, I heard this name in English films.
I see. Yep. Yeah. So in Russian, in
Movies.
Russian, it's Ilya.
Ilya, yeah.
Ilya. Okay.
But it's hard to pronounce for English speakers, I think, a little bit. So Elias, I prefer Elias in English.
Yeah, it's got to do with the stress, isn't it? English speakers might struggle with the stress of that name. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you very much. And Alex, I'll call you Alex just to distinguish our new Alexander. Actually, sorry, the new student, Alexander. I'll call you Alexander.
Alexander, it's a long name. Alex.
Yeah. Okay. So I can call you Alex. All right.
Okay.
And the old student, I will call Alexander.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm 30 years old. I'm playing bass guitar, another guitar. I'm a database engineer in some government organization here in Moscow. I love playing table tennis, riding my mountain bicycle with a friend. What else? I love watching football, watching Formula One, racing. What else? I like Lingoleo as well as you guys, and so on. So well, that's all I think.
Okay, cool. Lovely. Thank you very much, Alexander. Maria, why would you leave our class?
No. I mean, this is joking and kidding about today's day of programmers, but I'm not. I'm engineer, and if I leave, this is a real club of programmers because Stas said that nope. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I say I can leave, and this class can be. I mean, class of programmers. I mean, all guys connect with IT, and I'm
No,
like,
I'm not from IT, so we can be together.
have another class? Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Beauty picture, so we can.
Yeah, cool. You're not the only one. There you go, Maria. So you're not the odd one out. But even if you were, it's good to be special, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Yeah, sorry. So I think it's just myself. I haven't said anything about myself. So, Alex, I am Australian, and you probably were wondering what kind of an accent I have and where I'm from. So I am actually Australian, and I have lived in Australia most of my life, but I've traveled, and lived in other countries as well. Right now, I'm living in the UK, but it's good to be special, isn't it? Uh-oh, I can hear myself from the past. All right, guys. Ilona. Hello, Ilona. Just myself. I haven't said anything about myself. I think you have two videos on. You have to close one of the videos. You probably were wondering what kind of an accent I have and where I'm from. So I'm actually Australian, and I have lived in Australia most of my life, but I've traveled, and lived in other countries. I'm gonna mute you for now.
Oh, it's
Ilona,
much better.
I had to mute you. Sorry, because there is a echo because you have two videos on, Ilona. Yeah, you need to close one of the
Okay.
Okay.
That helps.
Yeah. Yeah, you have two videos on. You have to close one of the videos, Ilona, or one of the web browsers. Yeah, so because there are two videos playing at the same time, and creates, back in the past, back in the future, whatever it's called. I'm thinking of that movie. Anyways, so I'll quickly continue with my intro. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Oh, he's back. Alex, are you back? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I had some trouble.
No problems. All right, so like I said, I'm now living in the UK, and I've also lived in Germany for 4.5 years, almost 5. I spent 2 years in Egypt, so yeah, I've been around the world a fair bit. I like many sports, mainly football, because I used to play it, and I like many other sports, like table tennis. I think I'm pretty good at it, but I haven't played it for a while. I also enjoy Formula One. All right, so like I said, I'm now living in. Sorry, Lorna, I have to mute you because you still have two videos on, and it's interrupting. So, anyways, yeah. So I enjoy many sports. I like technology. Most of you are programmers. I'm not as good in IT as you guys probably, but I like to keep up to date with the latest tech. Yeah. So there you have it. Okay. Any questions, Alex?
No.
Sorry, I have to mute you because I don't know, Ilona, if she can understand me or not. Can somebody say it in Russian, please?
I think it's not helped. It's just
Yeah.
It's just some technology she didn't understand.
Yeah, maybe she's not a. Well, she's got a Mac. She's got an iMac, as far as I could tell. I could tell in the mirror. So maybe she's. I don't know. Maybe she knows what she's doing. Anyways, guys, we will get started. Yeah. So for this lesson, we're doing something interesting. It's a discussion starter. So we will discuss mandatory voting. All right. Mandatory voting. And I want to hear your opinions about this. We all have to vote when it comes to, election or electing a certain president or prime minister and so on. So I will play the podcast. This is an audio file, and I want you just to listen to this, and then we will discuss it, okay, and look at some vocabulary, some words that we can learn. Okay, so if you can mute your microphones, that would be good, so that there is no interference or any interruptions. All right.
This podcast is brought to you by ESLLibrary.com. Hello, everyone. I'm Tara Benwell, the host of ESL Library's mini podcasts for English learners. Today's podcast comes to you from our discussion starters section. Mandatory voting, your duty to decide. Is voting compulsory in your country? Over 20 countries around the world require eligible voters to vote in elections. These countries include Australia, Singapore, and Peru. Some countries have a law but do not enforce it. Other countries have experimented with compulsory voting but have abolished it. There are many arguments for and against mandatory voting. Mandatory voting results in a higher voter turnout. On average, over 90% of Australians vote in federal elections. Under 60% of Americans vote in US elections. Voters who do not approve of any candidates or who do not wish to participate must cast a blank vote or risk facing a fine or penalty. Money that is traditionally spent on convincing people to vote is not necessary in a nation that enforces mandatory voting. This removes some of the corruption in politics and gives poorer candidates and parties a better opportunity to get votes. While voter turnout is significantly higher in countries with compulsory voting, the voters aren't necessarily politically informed. People who think of voting as a civic duty rather than a right may not put much thought into who they vote for. Uninformed voters may simply choose a name randomly. They may also pick a person or group based on a name or face. Some may simply vote for who their family members or friends are choosing. Many opponents feel that mandatory voting violates a person's right not to speak and has no place in democratic societies. There are a variety of penalties used to punish voters who repeatedly refuse to comply to mandatory voting rules. Some citizens are fined, while others lose their right to vote in future elections. Withdrawing government-based goods and services is another type of penalty for not voting. More commonly, however, no penalty occurs. Why doesn't an eligible voter bother to vote? This is the question many women and minorities have asked throughout history when their right to vote was denied. Some citizens claim they are content with the leader or party in power and don't feel the need to cast a vote. Others don't trust any of the candidates or think all of them are the same. If you had to decide whether or not mandatory voting should be enforced in your country, would you say yay or nay? For questions and activities and a full transcript related to this podcast, visit ESL.
Okay, so that was.
I didn't know that Australian has mandatory voting. True?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
I didn't know that mandatory voting exists because I heard it first time about mandatory. In Russia, we don't have a mandatory vote, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
It's unnecessary in Russia.
Unfortunately,
Why are so?
Yes.
Because winners are very well known before the voting.
Yes. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, all sorts of reasons, I guess. Okay, so.
What nice seat. That officials are elected by good citizens who do not vote. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
bad officials are elected by good citizens who do not vote. That's a very interesting statement. Bad officials are elected by good citizens who do not vote.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at these questions here before we look at the vocabulary. So if you are eligible to vote, do you? And do your parents vote?
Well, for me, I always voting when I could. About my parents, yes, they are voting too.
Ничего не слышно.
Okay. What about the others? Maria, do you vote?
I think not. But you see,
Дует, ни хрена так не слышно.
Alexander, sorry. We can hear your Russian language.
we can hear you, and you can mute your microphone.
My girls,
and,
we speak a little in
yeah,
Russian.
you can mute.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Switch off your microphone and you can talk a lesson.
No, sorry.
About me, I think that I'm really not sure that I'm had a word in my life. I mean, myself, I'm only did this with my parents, but I'm very young and I can't to give my I can't elect it, I think. But when I'm stay older, I think that I haven't time and possibilities for election. I think I didn't give my voice for somebody. I think because you see, my parents live in one town. When I arrived to St. Petersburg, and I'm all this.
You have to go there on your
Yes,
home.
and I need to back to my parents' town, because in this town I have a real documentation for premise. How to explain? Somebody understand me, guys? I mean, in passport we have.
If you live in some town, for Alan, it's I think new to him. So if we live down there when we, I don't know, by the documents leave, we have to vote. To vote, we have to go back to our homeland where we live according to our documents and vote there.
Yes, in only in this area and space. I mean, town or street. We have. We can do it. Understand, Alan, or not?
Yeah, I know that you can do it, but before that you have to go there and sign some papers that you are not there and you would elect, but in the other city.
Yes, I need to prepare something.
Yeah. You need
But
to
I
prepare.
didn't do it at all. Maybe one
Yeah, of
time
course.
when we have Putin elected. I mean, when then I was studying in university. All students have possibility to elected in our hostel. Because government did all for people, yes, that can vote more, gave more vote, and I did this one time in my life. I don't remember. Maybe for Putin, this is not my mistake, but sometimes I think maybe or not. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Maria. What about the others? So let's have a look at what your opinion is regarding. Do you think voting in federal elections should be mandatory? Should it be? Why or why not?
The whole question is, I don't know. It's a big question.
Yeah, about mandatory voting at all. I think.
Yes, it's hard to tell. Is it right to make it mandatory?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think it's very complicated and discussable, but for those for in our country, if mandatory was if voting will be mandatory, people don't have Putin in charge here nowadays. I don't know. Maybe it's not true.
No, it's not true because I had a lot of friends who likes Putin.
Yeah, in supporting.
I had a lot of interviews. I had a lot of list stories from old people. They said that Putin is great, and now he has a really high rating. So I think
Yes,
the
absolutely.
Of course, because old and elder people don't
Yeah.
take another information only from TV.
Yeah.
They don't know
But
another opinion and
it's the most.
another view. Yes,
They
I know.
Yeah, so Putin, I think Putin, was honest election because yes,
Of course, he know about this.
a lot of people want to see the Putin as a president. Unfortunately,
Nobody here near with him. It's not possible now, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
and
But in the federal elections, I think it would be
Car is
great.
already on the way to you.
Oh, gee, you gotta be careful what you
With
say.
intimidating guys.
Yeah, politics.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, look, I don't know.
it's a
Well,
very dangerous topic, here in Russia.
yeah.
We like in North Korea. It's
No,
I don't know.
so
Is there freedom? Is there freedom of speech?
no.
Oh,
We
then
just
you better be
only in
careful.
the kitchen.
Yeah, and
Oh,
if you
no.
only one on the kitchen because there is a lot of guys who want to I don't know make a report that somebody don't like the Putin.
Especially if your walls are very thin.
Yeah, like
Yes.
in Moscow there is a lot of houses with thin walls, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah.
I
Okay.
think Alan is already thinking that we're in North Korea.
I think he's
Trouble,
thinking we
trouble.
are all in trouble.
Yeah, and there's a lot of beers and vodka with us now. So it's normal, okay.
Okay. All right. Maybe we should skip these questions and move on to the vocabulary. Yeah, before we get ourselves into some more trouble.
Thank you for your concerning. Yeah, it's dangerous for our lives. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think you would, express your opinions to
Because
such a degree.
all is on YouTube will be, so we can talking free about this. So yeah,
Yes.
Putin is a great. Yeah, I like him. Good.
If you want, I can delete this video. I have the power to do that. I'll save your
No,
life.
it's just kidding. It's okay. We are not in North Korea yet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so vocabulary.
Let's begin.
Let's the natural topic.
Yeah. Let's see if we can build our vocabulary and learn some English. Yeah. Let's not get ourselves into prison.
Yeah.
Okay, so as always, we need to match the vocabulary on the left, to the definitions on the right. Okay, Alex, that's what we have to do here. So Maria, since you're the only lady, and I think Ilona has left us.
Again? Oh, Ilona. Okay.
Ilona, she left us. Yeah. Maybe she was a Putin supporter. I don't know. You offended her.
We're trying to be not sad about that because echo is so wonderful.
Yes, it is. You don't want to hear yourself say, "I don't like Putin" twice.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Maria.
Compulsory. Compulsory. No?
Yeah, compulsory.
Compulsory. C. Maybe mandatory, required by law. No? And I take example from your link.
Yeah, good. That's exactly it.
Compulsory voting is a system in which electors are obligated to vote.
Very good. Yeah, so mandatory is compulsory. It's the same meaning, isn't it? In Australia, we say, it's compulsory to vote. And we actually, I don't know if you've seen it, but I'll give you the actual paragraph. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, or you can scroll down yourself. from the link that I gave in the video.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
This is the Australian law or rule when it comes to voting. It's enforced. So you have to pay a fine, I believe, if you don't.
sorry.
Yeah, you get fined $26. It's not much, $26 for not voting, and a few thousand people have already paid the fine. Okay. All right. Should we move on to the next one? Stas?
Eligible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Eligible.
Eligible. Allowed, able to do because you have the right. I think it's I.
Yes, very good. So you've heard of this word before, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me a sentence? Make a sentence. Eligible.
Yeah. If if I was an eligible candidate, you. I can't make a sentence. Eligible, not able to do because I think eligible candidates. Guys, please help me.
By the way, Alan,
Yeah?
how to pronounce eligible or eligible? Lingualeus pronounce it like eligible.
Yeah, well, it depends on the American, British,
Yeah.
The stress falls on the first syllable. Yeah. So,
eligible. Yeah.
Eligible.
He is eligible for mandatory voting. That's my sentence.
Very good. Yes.
Sorry for waiting.
No problems. That's fine. Yeah. He's eligible for mandatory voting or compulsory voting. Okay, good. What about the third one? Elias?
Enforce. To make people follow a rule, I think.
Yes, very good. Yeah.
Enforce. So people were enforced to leave a square.
Very good. People were enforced to leave the square. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the square is in town. In town, the square the town center.
Yes.
Right. Okay. All right. Good sentence. What about number 4? Oh, Alex has disappeared.
Then it's my turn. Abolish. To remove oneself from an opportunity. Maybe.
Can I have a question?
Yes.
What difference between force and enforce?
Oh, who can answer this one? Who wants to try?
Between force and enforce, or for enforced and forced?
No. Force and enforce. Because for me, it's not maybe the same, but it's nearly. I mean, they looks like the same things, but I'm not sure.
Well, enforce means compel observance of or compliance with a law, rule, or obligation. Yeah. To force, force can be a verb or not. No. Yeah.
Yeah, it can. Yeah.
It can.
He forced me to.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know, to eat the food.
Yay.
Make a way through or into by physical strength. Break open by force.
Yeah.
What? I don't understand clearly. Can you repeat?
Okay, when it comes to enforce, yeah, like pretty much like Elias explained, but to simplify it, we enforce rules, yeah, but we can't force them, yeah. So, for example, you can force a kid to obey rules, but you can't enforce them to. You understand?
Force has another.
So to
has
enforce,
another-
to enforce means to put into force.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing? You can put a rule into force, but you can't force it.
It means enforce.
Yeah, to enforce a rule. Yeah, so this was enforced, the mandatory voting, for example.
Okay.
Right.
Can I simple example? I can force don't eat everything for my dog. I mean on the street outside, but I can enforce this. Yes.
Sorry, say that again, please.
I can force my dog eat everything outside. I mean on the street.
Yes, you can force your dog to eat things outside, okay.
But I can't enforce this. Enforce this is a verb, and I can't enforce him or what? How to say?
Yeah, you can't enforce this this action.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, you understand. So we can't say I want to enforce my dog. No, I want to force. This is the direct. Yeah, it goes directly to the object. Very good question. I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, because this is it can be confusing. Okay, so we've done enforce, abolish. Have we done abolish? Yeah, I think you said E. You said E, didn't you, Alex?
No, I said to remove oneself, K, but I understood that to remove completely to outlaw.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So to remove completely or to outlaw. So these are verbs, yeah?
Yeah.
To abolish.
So this law was abolished. Maybe.
Very good, yeah. This law was abolished in our country, or maybe it existed before, but now it's not existing. Or it's non-existent. Okay, 5. Maria?
Again?
Sorry, no, is it?
No. I know. Because people go away, and I.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yes, I know.
Somebody snatched. Maybe Putin snatched Alex. I don't know. He was too quiet. Maybe I don't know. Okay, 5.
Turn out. Or how to know? It's a noun.
Yes, it's a noun. Good.
And a political group or not?
No. So this is a new word for you, yeah?
Yes, this word, many words. It's new because I didn't use this word in my usual life. The amount of people.
Yes.
Who attend something.
Yes. Very good. A turnout. The amount of people who attend something. How would you use this in a sentence?
The turnout start in Moscow about exit war on Ukraine. I don't know how to use all words correct, but my idea that the turnout starting or are starting in Moscow, for example, about stopping the war in Ukraine. Help me with
Okay.
grammatics.
Yeah, you're gonna maybe need a little bit of help with that. Okay, guys, what do you think? How can we make a sentence with turnout?
Maybe the turnout of last election race was above 80%.
Yeah.
Good, yes, yes. So it was a great turnout. A lot of people attended, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was the turnout like at the party?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was great. A lot of people came.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's not on always about elections. It's just amount of people who
Yeah.
are attending.
Yes,
stuff.
exactly.
Mhm.
It can be
Yeah.
anywhere. At the meeting, at a party, football match,
Mhm.
you know, any gathering of people.
Yeah, I see. Thank you.
Okay. 6. Stas?
Candidate, a person who is running for a political position.
Yes.
My sentence is Putin is not the best candidate for be president of Russian Federation.
Okay, good sentence. Yes. Yeah, you're stating your opinion. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Okay. Candidate, yes. 7. Elias?
Corruption. It's a favorite word in Russia. Well, it means oh, where's the answer? Oh, corruption. Maybe it doesn't mean corruption in the sense of money. Yep. So it means to fail to comply or respect to break a rule? No,
Yeah.
it violate J. So corruption.
Look closer.
Yeah. To remove oneself from an opportunity?
No.
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 Maybe dishonesty in a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, dishonesty in a group or organization.
Because
Wow.
if somebody is being corrupt, they are not being honest. And what follows, you know, the misuse of money and people's rights and so on and so forth. But it's mainly it's a dishonesty.
Corruption.
In a group or organization. Okay, give us a sentence.
It's look very softly. I mean, dishonesty
Yeah.
softly about this word.
Yeah, dishonesty, not in a general sense. It's now related to our topic here. Yeah, when it comes to leadership, government, you know, political parties, you know. Okay, Elias, give us a sentence, please.
Our political our political party the United Russia has a great level of corruption.
All right, good. Yeah, grammatically that's spot on. Whether, certain political parties in Russia agree with you, that's another story. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, Alexander, please.
Party, political group that has set ideals and goals, maybe. D.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, a political group that has set ideals and goals.
Yeah. Party. I have joined the National Party for, I don't know, for moving to England. All of our country have moving to England now.
Yes, that's good. Yeah, so yeah, it's not very how can I say it? The green is not actually much. Sorry, the grass is not much greener on this side. I can tell you.
Well, maybe
It might seem from your
lived here.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've been living here. Even if I wasn't to live here, I wouldn't know. But yeah, it might seem.
It's commonly when you are living somewhere, you don't think that it's much more be better here than everywhere else.
Yeah. That's right. Usually that's the case. We always think, oh, the grass is much greener on the other side. This is the idiom that we use. It's better in another country than it is here or in my house or whatever.
Yeah.
But
guys,
yes.
Sorry, I want to add about party. I met in Germany now when I visited in this maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I met party near a railway station, and this party said people, I mean, they tried to give information people about that Putin not so bad, and that Europe need to start to think that USA it's not always true and correct, and they really want, and I'm talk with these guys from New York, and they really talk about that Russia not so bad, and they
and they were Americans?
Yes, they are from one or two guys from USA and another part from Germany, and they try to give another view for our situation with Russia. Really, they have many. Yes, for me it's so surprised. I'm really spent for this time. I mean, stay with these guys, and they try to explain me position and what's will happen with us if everyone start listen only USA, because after Obama they think be Bush again, and they are more strong and firm than Obama. I mean, they are two parties, two in Republicans. How to say?
Republican.
Yes, and they are more. They are not like Russia at all, and maybe the fear can be fear war, and they are really nervous about this, and they try to speak with people and another. I don't.
These people lived in Russia ever? No.
No. They are from US. No.
This explains everything.
No, I mean they can. No. I think that it's really good that not only not bad information about us working in Europe. I mean, not only in one view about us, because Putin had mistakes. I agree with the many peoples, but not all. It's bad. We have a good decision about in politics. I mean this. No.
I think Russia Today channel will, no, well, can explain something for other viewers in in other countries.
Mhm.
So it's not a problem, I think.
Well, Alan, you should know that Russians who, um, you know, scold their country, in reality they love their homeland.
Of course. I mean, you know, we.
This is the way to express our love.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when things aren't going so well, you're upset. Obviously, you know, people are upset, and you criticize, and people, you know, always criticize the mistakes of leaders. You know, but there are, you know, goods and the good and the bad of every leader, I guess, and yeah, we all are, you know, patriots in a way. But in the end, what is it all about? It's all about the people.
Yeah.
So this is what's actually a lot of people now, even celebrities here in the UK, they are standing up for their rights. You know, because some of these political parties, they are really corrupt, and they want us all to vote. And you know, I mean, it's not compulsory here in the UK, but they're encouraging us to vote. And people are saying, look, why should we vote if we know that, you know, these politicians actually are a bunch of liars? They will not do what they say they will do. And so people just want to stand up for their rights and not vote, and even not pay taxes and whatnot, and, you know, just to make a stand for themselves.
Mhm.
One of our famous poets once said, "I love the fatherland, but this love is very strange." And this phrase is very popular, one of the famous phrases from poetry about our fatherland.
Yeah. I've given you somebody there in the chat that you might want to check out, and he will tell you everything you need to know about the revolutionists here in the UK.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got his own channel on YouTube, so called, I think. Hold on. Something like that. Anyways, guys, we have come to the end. We haven't even had a chance to look at the next couple of pages, but that's fine. I will give you the link for this, and you can download it and, you know, have a look at the rest of this PDF. Yeah, but look, we're having a good discussion. I'm glad. Shame, you know, we had a couple of students
Left us.
yeah, who left us, but that's okay. No problems. So where are we? Let me just quickly find it for you. Yeah, mandatory voting. And it is a very interesting topic, you know, and it needs
What
time.
about you? Are you for it or against it?
Well,
In your country, I think, in Australia.
Yeah, most people have a strong opinion on this. Yeah.
Yes. Well, if I was in Australia, I would have to vote. You know, have no choice.
What are you thinking about it?
Honestly, I wouldn't vote for any of them, but I would choose the one that would do the least damage.
Yeah,
you know, to the people.
Yeah.
Or has the closest, you know, rights to the people. You know, it's because if you see in the Western nations, it's really, really. You can see the big picture, and it's like a cycle, and it's not changing. You know, the average people are not treated right. It's only the elite in the world that are benefiting. There's, I don't know, very few families that are controlling, that have a huge portion, huge percentage of the wealth, the global wealth.
Yeah, 20%.
Yeah.
20% have 80%.
Maybe even less than
Even
that.
less, I
Even
think.
less than 20%.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
I think far less than that. And so this is why in all these bankers, and look, we are live here, but there's nothing to, this is pretty common, everyone's saying this, and it's all part of free speech, freedom of speech anyway. So, but look, if we stand up as much as we can, and we try to stand for our rights, then they will probably listen and actually try to be the honest and decent politicians that they are supposed to be for the people, not just for a selected few.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a healthy opinion.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a healthy opinion, and as long as I don't know. Oh, let's not get any further than this.
Yeah.
We've covered plenty of.
I wish all people had this kind of position.
Yeah, we need people who can think openly and not be like puppets or monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
Can you write this? No, it's quickly. Monkey what?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, copying one another. You know, you just see what they do, you just follow, and or maybe another expression would be to be like sheep. You know, we're all scared and we just, we don't think for ourselves, because that's initially what they want from us, just to live in fear, and do as we are told by them, and not to think for ourselves.
Yeah. So
okay,
let's go to another class.
Let's go to the next class.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna close this session, and if you have the time, join me in the next one.
No, bye, guys. Bye,
All
guys.
right,
Bye, guys. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Have a good night.